Every year, more than 3,400 babies under the age of 1 suffer sleep-related deaths in the United States.
And in Hillsborough County, the numbers are alarming, and experts say suffocation is a preventable death. 8 on Your Side investigator Brittany Muller joining us now live with some of those shocking numbers. Brittany.
Keith, Jen, good evening to you both. Tonight, we have learned in January alone, there have been 5 infants, babies, who have died by suffocation while sleeping in Hillsborough County. Experts say these deaths are preventable. Vilma Kubizak knows how important safe sleeping is for her baby Vivian.
Her first year, she has been in nothing but a sleep sack at night, keeping the crib free of blankets and stuffed animals, and I would say just a good routine.
Hillsborough County leaders have seen an alarming trend relating to unsafe sleep.
Our numbers here are high and have been for quite a while.
Lisa, how high?
We know, for example, that we had 5 deaths by suffocation just in January that we're still investigating.
Lisa Colin is the Director of Outreach and Education at Healthy Start Coalition. Healthy Start's mission is to lower infant mortality rates in Hillsborough County.
If there's something over the mouth and nose of an infant, it causes them to rebreathe the carbon dioxide, and they just don't recover from that.
Nationwide each year, there are more than 3,400 sleep-related infant deaths, according to the CDC. The risk is 5 to 10 times higher while bed sharing with an adult, and it's even higher on a couch or a chair. And in Hillsborough County in 2022, there were 9 unsafe sleep deaths. The final numbers for 2023 have not yet been released.
And what we have to do is make sure that they are following the advice and ensuring that infants are in a safe sleep situation with, alone on their back in a crib with no other soft bedding or other things that could be a problem.
Rebecca Bacon is the executive director of the Children's Board of Hillsborough County, which has been funding a child safety campaign for the past decade to address preventable deaths.
It's anything that can get over their face and block their mouth and nose. So that can be anything as innocent as somebody's hand, falling asleep against somebody's chest, a blanket, a pillow should never be around an infant. They don't have the muscular strength in their head and neck to pull themselves away and out of that situation like an older child would.
The Children's Board and Healthy Start are working together to bring awareness to unsafe sleeping to prevent more babies from dying in this tragedy.
The numbers that bring it to the forefront, we need to be thinking about it. You have to be extra careful. But what are the pediatricians recommending at this point when it comes to safe sleeping? What do they say?
Well, pediatricians say that babies should be sleeping alone in their PJs or sleeping in a sack, flat on their backs, in a fitted sheet, or on a firm surface. Don't place blankets, pillows, or stuffed animals in the crib or bassinet. And doctors say, remember, try not to sleep with your baby because it can be dangerous or in some cases, like we just showed you, deadly.
Yeah. Can't even imagine. All right,
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you have something you want Brittany to investigate, call our 8 on Your Side helpline at 1-800-338-0808.